Hello. So, we are group 6, and we will be talking about ancient Egypt pyramids. This is by Dalil, Leo, and Gray. Okay, so how pyramids are built. Stone was very crucial to a pyramid, and Egyptians looked for stone in various places throughout the Nile River. After they found the stone, skilled artisans used copper tools to chip the stone into very large blocks. Next, they used the ropes to secure them to wooden sleds. Then, the stones get put onto barges and carried onto the building site. Egyptians had many problems on the build and made some important discoveries. A pyramid rested on a square-shaped foundation. Finally, they covered the pyramid in white casing stone to maintain the structure. Many scholars believe that the pyramid shape has a religious meaning to the Egyptians. The first pyramid, called the Step Pyramid, was created by an incredible architect named Imhotep for a king named King Soser. The pyramids of Giza, which were 10 pyramids, were built for kings around 2500 BC to 2600 BC, and the biggest of the pyramids was made for King Khufu. Fun fact, the pyramids of Giza were 10 pyramids, were built for, no, I said that already. Here is one of the blocks used to make Egyptian pyramids. So these blocks were one of them chipped by those artisans, and this has been kind of eroded and broken down some because it would normally be just like big bricks, but this is something that they would build the pyramids with. Okay, so now the Step Pyramid. Step Pyramid is the oldest pyramid ever built. It was created by the architect Imhotep for King Soser. It was called the Step Pyramid because it has a unique step shape and looked different than more modern pyramids. It was created in 2650 BC and rests in Memphis, Saqqara, and Cairo. It was made of giant terraces, steps that created the base and structure of the pyramid. The pyramids of Giza are the tallest and largest one. The 10 pyramids of Giza were one of the first smooth-sided pyramids. They were very well kept and were very large compared to other pyramids. 3 of them were bigger and the best preserved. They were built around 2500 to 2600 BC. The largest pyramid belonged to King Khufu, the second one belonged to King Khafre, and then the third one belonged to King Menkaure. The Great Pyramid, which is King Khufu's, consisted of around 2 million stone blocks and stood around 450 feet tall. The blocks were about 2 tons each, and the top eroded some, but it still is the biggest pyramid.
Be sure you're taking notes, please.
And a special pyramid. The Sphinx was made to be a guardian tomb to protect the pharaoh Khafre. The Sphinx was a mythological creature carved out of stone that's half lion and half human. They stored the stone Egyptians used to build pyramids within it. The Sphinx was built in front of a king's tomb. It was the most important Egyptian monument, and it was built for kings and queens to symbolize their personality. The Sphinx we all know, otherwise known as the Great Sphinx, is the biggest one, and it measures 240 feet long. The Sphinx and all the other ones were made out of the same material as pyramids. The Sphinx was considered a pyramid even though it was very different than a pyramid. And the word Sphinx refers to evil monster. Fun fact about the Sphinx is the largest Egyptian monument there is related to pyramids.
I have 2 pictures of the Sphinx and the Step Pyramid. I'm going to go show it around.
And as Dalil going around, okay, what is inside pyramids? So, what's inside pyramids? Pyramids were built to put mummies inside and give them everything they need for the afterlife. They put food, water, gold, gems, weapons, clothes, and furniture. Many pharaohs like King Tut are put inside pyramids. There are 9 different rooms in a pyramid. There's the air shaft, and also, Girl will be going around with a diagram of what's inside pyramids and the 9 rooms inside them. So as I explain, just look at that.
where was there's the air shaft and there's the king's burial chamber. The king's burial chamber, which includes where the king's mummified body is placed in the center of the pyramid. There's a grand gallery, which is a tall hill that is sloping that locks the tomb in place. Next, there's the queen's burial chamber. The queen's burial chamber is what holds the statue of a king. There's the entrance. The entrance is literally just the entrance to the tomb. Very self-explanatory. Fun fact, Egyptians who helped build the pyramids believe they got great rewards in the afterlife. What is inside? Next, we have the underground burial chamber, which is another option to put the kings inside. Not all the kings were in the king's burial chamber, but not all the kings were in the underground one either. Next, we have the Queen's Pyramids. The Queen's Pyramids were small pyramids that we infer that they were the tombs of the king's partners. Next, we have the mastaba. The mastaba were tombs that dedicate the members of the kings and gave them nobles and awards. Last and definitely not least, we have the Valley Temple. The Valley Temple is a temple that could have been used for summoning and rituals for kings before they were dead. Here is some of the images that were in King's Tut Tomb Treasure. As you can see, there's like a chair, something. It looks like a chair, but there's also like a statue of maybe someone that he loves. We don't know, and there's some gold jewelry around there.
Okay. Pyramids around the world. Most Indians built large pyramids also. The Temple of the Sun, which is a pyramid that looks like the step pyramid some, was built and was one of their biggest. Indians in central Mexico also created giant step pyramids that were called the Sun and Moon pyramids. These pyramids are based off of the Egyptian pyramids, and these pyramids might look different, but they are made out of stone and used for religious ceremonies and all have signature pyramid shape. This pyramid happens to be one of the Sun and Moon pyramids, and as you can see, it's kind of stepped, and these are some people, and this is how big it is.
I will be telling you about the reasoning of why they built pyramids. So the first reason is, well, they were meant to honor their pharaohs because since they thought they were on a higher level, they needed to build something special for them, which was pyramids. The Egyptians put a lot of things around the tombs, like furniture, gold, and even their pets. And they also wanted that so they'd be a step up in the afterlife. I have an example of them putting all the treasure. As you can see right here, there's a chair, there's some gold, and even some of the jewelry. And I have some fun facts about pyramids. The angles on the pyramid were supposed to be a stairway to the other world. Even other places decided to make pyramids, as Gray said. Did you know the city, Memphis, in Tennessee, is based off of the city in Sacramento, Cairo? Did you also know they built pyramids out of limestone, which is our state rock?
That's right.
The Khufu Pyramid and many others are getting shorter and shorter every year.
By weathering, right?
Okay, so that is it. Now we have some visuals. And okay, so this is a rock. So it came from the pyramids directly off it. You're probably, how did I get this? My father worked in the music industry for several years, and he traveled all around the world. The Keys of the Pyramids being one of them, and he took this off of it. And there might be some writing on there to remind him where it was. It's very old now, but I'll pass it around.
He's not.
You can see.
It's 2006.
Yes, he does.
He is not very old now. Leo. That's very cool, though.
The exact of the pyramids.
Show the camera. Cool. Show your other visuals. Yes.
So, and then Dalil is coming around with a cardboard pyramid that I built, and then,
Let's give them a hand first.
okay,